Okay, so I've come to a conclusion that, and the reason for this video is because I've learned that the only thing that is actually going to help us all in the world of this type and sort is actually one and only Lord Jesus Christ. I have been going through some weird thoughts of how actually this world that we live in is currently set up in a way that we have been made to feel, live, and consume only our own worlds. And our perception is actually at the stake because of the influences that we have gathered. The only thing that connects this world is physical world that we live in, atoms and the material world that are combined with organic and inorganic chemistry, biology and everything. We are creatures of consciousness, and we have been here like brothers and sisters living on this world. As technology has advanced, we have been able to learn. Languages have been here for a long time, and as technology advanced, people have been living differently. But the thing is, lately, these 50 years, it's been different than any other part of the history. And history has been led by the fact that people have been living in smaller communities or communities overall, which have been part of this world, physical world, and their brain and perception and thoughts have been mostly reflected by the physical world. Written word was written on the paper, which was made from the forest as today, but the thing is, today we have started being living with digital information. Digital information is compressing everything into digital, and this digital information is like a matrix mirror looking at you, giving you something in return, and quite easily compressing the whole knowledge of the whole world into this. After the algorithms have been running for so long and scrolling on the Facebook pages and the Instagram pages, our mind that has been developed in physical world is being influenced by this digital stream of terror, and it has been doing quite well until 2024, but lately 2026 has been very weird. It has started to accumulate influence on the very perception, and on not only perception but the whole belief of the world. The only thing that is helping to stay here is prayer to the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm from the Orthodox faith, and I have been living under a surname, calling myself something else for the artistic purposes, and have lately renamed my artistic name to my Christian name. So it's a weird feeling because I feel like I have been 10 years outside of myself, and it's very shocking. I have been in liminal for a very long time. The only thing that actually is helping is the prayer And I'm not talking about my everyday life. I can do everything. I can function, I can work. But the thing that is actually the thing that is the most tiniest and most sophisticated part of the being is the belief. And the belief is only accustomed by saying prayer and working towards philosophy and life and succumb to his will and power. It is the only way and the only connection to the true miracle, which is the right perception. The right perception, we are blessed. We are truly blessed to have this. Because the right perception is the only thing that we need. I just want to say to all religions and all people of the world that the time will come when you will think that nothing is real. But the thing is, it doesn't matter if it's real or not. The thing is, this is the only route. And the only route that is part of everything that is here is the Lord, who has died for us and left a message. After COVID, I have developed something weird, something that is such a weird disease. I don't know what it is. I think it's scleroderma or something. Rheumatoid arthritis combined with scleroderma. It has allowed me to realize that I really have no power over my frequency of what I am and who I am exactly. And I have started to believe that the memory is fading as well, and all my beliefs, not only because my brain is working somehow in some way, but the thing is that buildings that have been destroyed and cultures are being destroyed by the attack. And this attack is real. Don't think it's not real. I have moved from many places, lived in many cities. I've realized that physical buildings, houses, and the way people live is the thing that keeps you sane. And when that shockingly starts to develop, when someone sells their house and makes a building out of it, that building has no culture, no heritage. And lately I have realized that the time itself is losing the essence. And that association to things has started to accumulate very, very vividly. And when you associate too much, and when you combine things too much and relate things too much, it comes to a point when you actually start to feel that you have no freedom and that everything is in loop. This feeling of association is very weird, and it makes your life boring and predictable. But it also comes with if it's done in a good way, through Lord, it comes as some sort of knowledge and a way to find a way. I don't know if you have ever done something physically that relies on your knowledge or thoughts, like some sort of a job. But there is something that is very interesting. There is actually a way to change your perception. And your perception can be changed by giving the atmospheric and emotional attachments to it. We do it. Sometimes our brain does it on its own. Sometimes it is on purpose. But the thing is, changing perception from town to town, living in one town and living in the other town. It is actually the combination of all the people that think around the town and buildings that and their beliefs that combines the atmosphere of the thought cloud that is above. So if you want to change that, you have to be thinking about how this goes and what goes where. Changing towns, living in different cities gives it a little bit of ability to see that you can actually identify the city better and the atmosphere and people and everything. It also comes with a price that you start to identify these things too much. And then you realize that you want these things to come together or to be separate or to create some sort of involvement into this. These people need that, the other people need that. They haven't met. Today it's become at a time where that person itself is becoming one city. And now we are coming to a point where our communication and the worlds that people live in is changing your culture very rapidly, from message to message, from Viber to Instagram to Facebook, whoever sends anything. It comes as an energy and realization of someone who sent you a message, maybe your mother and then your friend from another town or your friend from another culture. He comes and says something and then your mom says something afterwards. Your perception changes immediately and you think about something else. Now you're in this world, and before that you were in the other world, and before that there was something else. The idea that we are being rapidly launched from world to world so easily, especially for people who live alone, and they are alone in their world more and more, even if they don't live alone, is the glass cannon, or the cannon that shuts the bullets hitting you. And it's not hitting your body. It is hitting your body, but it's hitting your soul. It's fragmenting you from de-identifying yourself. And the only thing that you can realize when your self is being damaged so much is that the only one who knows who you really are is the God, Lord Jesus Christ. And I have been living in this world a little bit, not that I'm going too crazy about it, but I realized that these waves are coming and hitting me. I was thinking it was something in my apartment, but they're definitely hitting me. And they're hitting me because I have my energy, my mitochondria are very bad after COVID. And since your energy is low, your organism tries to find a way to reduce stress. And when your stress is very low, stress threshold is very low, your body starts to change characters sometimes and gives you a character from before or a memory from before to keep you going. And lately I've realized that maybe even the whole world is weak and has no energy. So it splits, forgets about the notion of time and splits it into small comic books, small strips, almost like reels that we watch every day. And that our collective consciousness is actually seeing the world, and that the world itself is created this way now. It's a very good thing to watch a movie because the movie has 2 hours and includes the world for you. Gives you a place to breathe, to remember yourself. Anything from the longer perspective. Don't be afraid, because there is a way. And this way is written in orthodoxy. And this orthodoxy philosophy talks about the heart and the grounding of the heart and letting the process, body and the soul, to God. Please, I invite you from the bottom of my heart to pray for your soul and for yourself and your kind ones. And if you cannot join Orthodoxy, please read the scriptures about the heart. It's all about the heart and perception. Please pray for the Lord. Actually, pray for yourself through the Lord. I really invite you to come.